Yes, how are you? Welcome to another one here on Truth and Love the Church. I said that you should send me your video suggestions to my Telegram. Check out our recent post, in the community post, and you will see the requirements that I put out there. So, I'll just start off with this video. I believe maybe it's going to be the first of maybe 4 videos today. So we're going to be talking about, the healing ministry, and especially for those who are, up and coming in ministry, so that you can also learn that even these great generals that you see, the likes of Prophet Angel, who are doing miracles, great miracles, when they were also starting, they also had to grow through, seasons of learning, where God proved himself to be faithful. So let's watch and listen concerning this first documented healing miracle. Maybe there are other miracles like before this one, but I'm just calling it the first ever documented healing miracle. So let's get into this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments below. God bless you.
The word has got a certain way of working. When we started this ministry, I'll tell you a funny story. When we started this ministry, the day we started this ministry, I ministered on a subject that I had cowed from Pastor Chris Oyakilome's message called Partakers. I think it was Partakers of the Divine Nature. That was my first message. I just copied what Pastor Chris preached, and I preached it in my church. I began to preach in that message exactly the things I believed, but I wasn't expecting my church to respond quickly. Partakers of the divine nature, participators in the divine characteristics of a divine God. Do you know how many we were? 6. You don't expect out of 6 people to believe everything. I believed what I was preaching, and I know it's real, but I expected them to take time to believe it, not the same day. Guess what? I said we can heal the sick, we can make people with no legs grow. I'm saying all kind of things. I was young. The following Sunday, not after 4 months, my wife is a testimony here, because she was the controller of the PA system. She was the worship team. She was my usher. Oh, yeah. Sit down. Now, what's this now? Are you hearing? So this guy believed me so much, more than I wanted him to do. On the day I was preaching, I really wanted him to believe immediately, the right day, right that time. Believe me, please. The guy believed too much. And I had received a vision from the Lord of me praying for the sick. And I would see arrows come out of my spirit. And the arrows would come like cursors on a computer. They would come into my hands. And they get in the person. The person would rise up if they were sick. If they were dead, they would just come up to life. And that was a vision. Tell your neighbor, vision. Okay. It wasn't like physical vision. So I explained to my congregants 6. But 6, it means my wife, and UJ, and 4 others. Following Sunday, I'm ministering. Thank you for clapping. I'm ministering. I'm in front. I think I started again on the Partakers of the Divine Nature, part 2. And I noticed in church we are short. One of our members is not there. So we had the ones I brought from my house, my wife and UJ, and 3 others. I'm wondering, where is the other guy? We are expecting to increase. Now this guy is not here. Cheer up. The word works. I'm right there. And I looked towards the door, because the door was like, at the back. So when you are preaching to 4 people in a room that should have 150. And in a room like that, all these 5, all these 5 people, the moment they hear a certain sound from the back, everyone turns. And I'm like, what on earth? I see my member come in. You know, he just ended like, you know. I'm like, we are back to 6. I see him turn around like this. And he puts his hands like that. I'm like, what on earth is he bringing? A lady, 82-year-old white lady in a wheelchair. I'm like, not today, man. So I told you I was going to tell you some stories. I was like, this guy should have waited a few weeks, you know. And at least bring a black lady, not a white lady. You know, a black lady who understand the man of God. Let me try. White people will sit in that wheelchair like this. If there is no movement, they will not try. Our black people will even try to stand up somewhere. And when I began to ask the name of the lady, you know, in fact, you know, I preached like nothing is happening, you know. I just preached. I prayed that God should have given me a message to talk about. You don't just heal quickly, you know. But I had no verse for it, you know. And I'm just young, and I'm just on fire, and my man of God has preached a message, and I'm ready to demonstrate that message, and I believe that message so much, and I've seen him perform those miracles, and I'm now on my own. The man of God is not there. What do you do in that case? You're looking at this. You don't know how to run away from the message you preached. And this is part 2 of it. You know, part 2 is always higher, you know. Part 2 is no longer wheelchair level. We are raising the dead now. The word works. So I ministered, and I said, you know, the church finished so quick. I don't know what happened. And when the church got to the end, everybody remained there. You know, when you want everyone to just go. If this thing does not work, these people should not see it. And you know, preachers, we will always blame the faith of the guy anywhere. Oh, you say, no, you see, this person did not believe me, so. So I'm sitting there in front, and these guys continue singing. Oh, where are you singing? So I then gathered enough courage. Forget about faith. I said, bring the wheelchair here. Everyone is like, yes, our men of God. Partakers of the divine nature. Now it's working now. I brought the wheelchair there. I removed those flaps, you know. I had to bend down to remove. And if the video, you will not watch it nicely. Let me tell you what happens. The guy who took the video was actually going like... it actually goes like this, the video. The guy was praying for me like, oh, my man of God. Oh, what's happening? That's the only guy I respect, you know. Now, I removed the flaps there. And I said, sing. I kid you not. What happened to the choir? What? Just hear this. This is true. She didn't even know I was giving this testimony. Everybody
fell down under the anointing.
But it's not really power. I looked at them and realized these ones are not falling under the power. These ones realized the only way to escape this embarrassment is to act like we are under. Oh my God. I'm telling you now. I told you I was going to tell you some secrets, eh? I remember the lady sitting there and I'm grabbing the legs. And guess what I'm waiting to see? Arrows. They never came out. And I saw that in the vision. I'm now waiting for arrows to get into this lady now. They never left my spirit. The only thing I was waiting is those arrows. I'm waiting for arrows now. I got so disappointed. I can't tell anyone. Everyone is on the floor. I was left with her and I grabbed her hand. That was your hand I was using, right? It was, and I was using her hand too. So I'm expecting arrows to go to her hand. So I removed her hand thinking this is now, it's a barrier. That the arrows are coming out but the hand is disturbing. I had no idea it is because of the word, not because of an arrow in my hands. The word works when you work it. I'm there. After a few, nothing is taking place. I stood back like this and I heard God as clear as day. You do not heal the sick. I heal the sick. Said, I called you to lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. You don't make them recover. They recover. Just lay hands. I'm like, God, the arrows. You people don't understand nothing. You. Put yourself in my shoes and you are a prophet who has just seen a vision of arrows coming out of you healing the sick. And I thought the vision had to be real. But the vision was real in accordance to the word. In line with the word. And God said, I am the word. I heal the sick. That's when I got the word. The word works. Speak the word to this woman and she will rise up from the wheelchair. Speak the word. And I kept on speaking the word. And I'm like, this is in confusion. This is like contrary to what I received. I should see arrows, not... I think time, because of time. We'll finish this next week. Give me 2 more minutes. Just 2 more minutes. All right, 2 more minutes. And I kid you not, as clear as day, the lead looked in my eyes and I told you the Lord Jesus Christ tells you to stand up and walk right now. What's this? I forgot the arrows. I didn't care about nothing. Now God had freed me because he told me you don't heal them. I heal them. Through my word, if you speak the word, it shall happen. I spoke the word, she believed. And guess what? When I was asking her, before I asked her to stand up, I said, where do you come from? Guess what? She added even more problems. She said, I'm Jewish. Now, look. Being Caucasian, being white is another issue. Being British. Now she's Jewish. She's not even Christian. And I'm mentioning Jesus. The moment they hear Jesus, the Jews think you're talking about somebody from another country. Immediately, she stood. Now look, when she stood, I remember standing back like this, like, we are used to this. This is what we do every day here. Oh my God. Watch this. Immediately all the choir that was down stood up and began to sing back. I'm telling you, the word works. The word works.